The first step in the process of generating certificate with CertifySimple application is to have a template. This template is basically nothing but how your certificate is going to look like. As you can see, the step 1 over here, we have multiple templates. So you can just grab any of them. You don't have to do anything. You can just go here, and for example, if you like this one, you can just download this particular template. It has many different templates, and you can either use that or you can visit Canva and use any of their template, and via this blog you can see how you can convert that to Google Slide. So once you have done that, you will be in this step where you will basically have a template of your certificate in Google Slide. So the next step in this process is to have your students' information in the Google Sheet. So in the Google Sheet, just add the name of the students. You can add date and everything if you like, but two most important fields are name and the email. Email is basically where we will be sending off these certificates. So that is why it is important. Then we have name. Other than that, you can add as many fields as you like. These fields will be able, these fields we can use inside the certificate to customize it and personalize it for each and every student. So as you can see, like I have added name column over here. So this is the header of this particular column called name. So if I want to personalize this certificate for each student having name over here, you can see what I did. I added a double brackets and then name and then double brackets like that, closing brackets. Similarly, if I wanted to add attendance, I just did the same. I said attendance of this, double brackets, then the header name, then closing double brackets. Then similarly for the grade. So you can see how you can customize. You can add as many columns of personalized information for each student as you like. It could even be like the signature. It could even be whatever you want. Like all these can be included. Once that is done, we will be moving on to the step 3, which is writing the email. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to open up CertifySimple application, and then I'm going to click on create new template. I have already created an email template before, but I'm going to create a new for you. So we have to first write the subject. So for example, in the subject, I want to tell the name of that particular student. So I want to say, let's say the name of the student is Sanskar Tiwari, right? So I want to include that. I want to say Sanskar Tiwari, here is your certificate for awesomeness. I mean, whatever the certificate is regarding, you can type that out over here. Then in this particular description of the body, this is like the body of the email, right? You can add bold, italic, underline, all these sort of stuff, but we are going to keep it simple. So what do I want to say? Well, I want to say hello Sanskar, which is basically I want to include the name of the person. Then I'm going to add some stuff. Like for example, I can say your attendance, I can just copy it. Your attendance. Okay. Now this might happen sometimes if you're copying from somewhere else. So what I usually do is I just paste it over at the URL bar, and that gets rid of any of it. So your attendance was, and your grade So once you'll specify like this, we don't need the $sign. Once you'll specify that like this, you can add as much as you want, right? Like there are a lot of information which you can add, but that's all what I'm going to add. Now this pre-header is basically, if you open up your email inbox, like if I open up my email inbox, you can see there is like this short text like, hey there, I promise this is the last email I'll send you. Kind of, this is the short text which is visible, right? If you want to customize that, that is what the pre-header is. So you can play with it. I am not going to do anything for now if you want, but let's say save. So once we'll do the save, just wait for a single second and it will update over here. So as you can see, like this recent one has been selected automatically. So we are done with the step 3. Moving on to the step 4, which is the part of the generating of the certificate. So how do we generate that? Well, it's quite simple. All you need to do is copy your Google Sheet URL, paste it over here. It will automatically grab the sheet name, it will automatically grab the email column, and it will automatically write the file name structure for you. The next step will be, where do you want to keep these certificates? So for me, I just visited my Google Drive directly and just created a folder called My Certificates. Over here, I'll copy this URL. You don't have to click over here to share and everything. You can just copy this URL, because at the end of the day, you don't have to share anything with us. It's just you who are doing with your products. So this is one of the very important part of this application, that we don't have your information. We don't know the emails of your student. We don't know, we don't have these access, right? So with this application, you can keep that transparency, that the whole data, you are just using the application with on these like Google tools, where you are already saving your information, and you don't have to share it with another third party and rely on us and different stuff. Okay, so where were we? We basically typed the Google Drive location, and then I'm going to click on generate certificates. Now, once I'll do that, it will take some time to generate those certificates, and as soon as it is done, I'll be right back. Okay, so now as you can see, the certificates has been generated, and I'm going to visit the Google Sheet. I can directly visit like that, and you can see these certificates has been generated, right? So, and if I visit my Google Drive, which is over here, I'll reload it, and you can see the certificates has been generated. For me, I have actually limited it to 5 only, but for you, it will be at least 50. Once 50 certificates are generated, then you can use the application again to generate 50 more, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we have the certificates generated. So the next step in this process is to send the emails. So I'm going to go over here, and we have the send certificates option, right? I'm going to click on that. I am keeping my inbox open, which is the send, and let's see. Okay, so based on how many certificates created over here, your email will be sent. And you can see we also have this status option, so that if you send the email, we can add this status, so that later on you don't try to send them again. You know that it's being sent, it's sent already. Now let's see if the emails are correct. So as you can see, the name has been updated correctly, the attendance updated, graded is updated, and if we have a look at the certificate, you can see it's perfectly personalized. So as you can see how simple it is to generate certificates with CertifySimple application. If you have any question, as I said before, you can just reach out to us via this chat option, or you can just visit our website, which is CertifySimple, and you can contact us through here. Thanks for giving your precious time. I hope CertifySimple helps you in your quest to generate certificates for your requirement, and I'll see you in the next one.